Well, this must be the genetic sample Suchong wanted.
He sent you all the way back here for a sample of your own hair?
He doesn't know I was once the child that imprinted on Songbird. But to him, all the answers lie in DNA. Men like Suchong mistake an ounce of empathy for a pound of science.
Elizabeth.
Time to go back. I know.
It's open. See if anything's worth reappropriating. Check for stragglers. Spread out. Yeah, something's going on.
You gonna answer for this, girl? Kill her! Come back here.
What you got there?
Dunno. Just grabbing anything that looks halfway there. Hey! Who are you?
Who's there?
Who's there? Surrender!
Who did this?
What you got there?
Dunno. Just grabbing anything that looks halfway
Going
there.
on. Who done this? Someone about? Kill her!
Kill her!
Kill your
You!
Hunt you down! Who's there? Rise up!
I can smell ya. You're afeard of me.
Here I come!
Do you think Daisy really even had a choice?
What do you mean?
Right about now, I'm planting a pair of scissors in her back to protect a child she was never going to harm. She chose to die for her revolution. What about me? For all the endless worlds, all the infinite possibilities. Did I ever even have a choice? Did you?
Yeah. Booker thought he did.
Look where it got us. Right back where we started. All these infinite universes. And yet we end up just going down the same paths.
I don't take your meaning.
My father sold me to settle a murder. Comstock locked me up in a tower. And I sold Sally for what? Revenge? To prove a point?
And yet, here you are. Settling the debt.
And say we find her. The old past their damage to me. Isn't it too late?
Well, I'd say that's up to her to decide. Justice coming back here was up to you.
Rapture runs on children. Little girls with gold growing in their bellies. I'm not gonna break any cycle. If I'm lucky, maybe I can dent it. Just a little.
Pretty lady has the hair. Deal is deal. Bring it to Suchong.
Pretty lady put hair sample in tube. Then, business is finished.
What's going on out there?
Bloodshed, violence, but not relevant to our arrangement.
Suchong! Suchong, we had a deal, now open...
Do you know what they call someone who enters a man's home uninvited? A thief. And I do not remember inviting you into my city.
I had a deal with Suchong.
Li Chong is my employee. It was not a deal he was authorized to make.
What do you want?
I granted Atlas and his thugs asylum. You serve those same men in a desire to escape from my generosity. If they shall not have asylum, then they shall have liquidation. Give a parasite an ounce of charity. He'll demand a pound.
I'm just looking for a girl that was taken from me. A little sister.
I don't claim to understand what you are, but I know that you are special. There is business we can do together. And so I give you a choice. Work for me or die with Atlas.
I'm not going anywhere without that girl.
If it's a little sister you want, that shouldn't stand in the way of commerce. I've got dozens of them.
I won't leave without her.
My men stand ready to take down the door. In 60 seconds, they will enter the room. They will either treat you as a valued employee of Ryan Industries or as a thief in the night.
60 seconds.
There must be half a dozen of them or more. I've got to get ready. Traps. I can use the plasmids as traps in it and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide and surprise them. Take them down one by one. Booker, I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face? Uncertainty. Who is this girl to you? 30 seconds. Do you know the value of the shark? Without them, the sea would be littered with the detritus of the weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What sharks do for the ocean, these men do for rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements. Andrew Ryan does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you. Time. You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite. You're just a room. And Andrew Ryan has no time for rules.
There she is!
Don't walk away now. Fun's just beginning.
Not in the mood for this hide and seek.
Come on out.
Down for the count. Not all easy targets, you get me? Turn around. I'll be there. Get back here! Stupid jerk.
Do you know how much trouble you caused me?
Don't think you can hide. Your number's up.
Now ain't no pleasure getting rough with a lady.
Nothing personal, sweetheart. Let's make this easy on both of us. Nothing personal, sweetheart. Let's make this easy on both of us. Your number's up. Nothing personal, sweetheart. Your number's up. Come on. Let's get this over with.
I beat your sharks, Ryan. The better man won. Isn't that the only thing you respect? Now let me the hell out of here.
Sounds like all hell's breaking loose out there. What's your plan?
I can't just place the particle on the ceiling. It would just tear right through it. But every building in Rapture was submerged into the ocean on a lunette ring, connected to the junction of its load-bearing supports.
That's fascinating and all, but if you haven't noticed, Ryan sent his goons to murder us. If you're gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat, now's the time to do it.
Looks like the structural junction is in Frank Fontaine's office. If I can get there, I can float the building.
It so happens I've taken that bastard's office for my own use. I'll make sure you've access to the private elevator. Now hurry.
I got what it takes.
Been playing
Let you and me talk. Who's laughing now? There's the girl. Don't make me hunt you down like an animal.
Whatever you here for, sister.
There she is. Continue this face to face. Characters. Someone else can find
There's supposed to be a brunette.
Never respected that.
Stupid jerk.
Maybe Ryan is tired of fighting the buildings.
Get out here where I can see you. She's not around.
What's going on?
Hide? That's how it's gonna be?
Come on out.
What's going on?
Attention.
Hey, who's that? Stupid jerk. Should have never stuck his neck out. Got too cold.
Make me hunt you down like an animal. There she is.
Not all easy targets. You get.
Got my full attention. Where is she? Lady, you're working my last nerve.
Elizabeth, you know Atlas is going to...
I know. And I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I sent myself here for a reason. Didn't I?
And who exactly are you speaking to, Miss Comstock? If I were less acquainted with the vicissitudes of genius, I suspect I would question your sanity. I know so little of you, but I imagine the more I learned, the more exceptional I would find you. You know Atlas will betray you.
And what are you? My best friend?
You're one of a kind in this world, or others. And now, your misguided sense of altruism sends you to your doom. It's like watching Isaac Newton die in a house fire, in a vain attempt to save his cat.